So with Carmelo Anthony, he has his own podcast now.
Mm-hmm.
They just recently interviewed him. They talked about George Karl. Now, George Karl was hired by the Kroenke family to coach that Denver Nuggets team.
Yes, he was.
And he basically made Carmelo Anthony look like the scapegoat, so he wasn't great. He threw his players underneath the bus. George Karl had problems with players like Kenyon Martin. He had problems with Chauncey Billups. And his big problem was with Carmelo Anthony did, which was your franchise. Now, they couldn't get over the hump, and one of the things that made me mad about the Kroenke family, you trade Chauncey Billups to Detroit. You trade Chauncey Billups from Detroit, bring him from Detroit for the Allen Iverson deal, which Iverson was on his way out of the league. It was sad how his career ended, but you didn't build around Carmelo Anthony the same way.
Carmelo's like the Bradford of basketball.
Right, it's like the same way Miami did with Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade won his first championship in his third year
with Shaq.
And Shaq was on his way out. They didn't basically. How do I put this? They didn't put Carmelo on there because Carmelo should have won the Rookie of the Year in 2003, but they gave that to LeBron. They didn't do what they did for Melo, and Melo forced his way back home to New York, which basically, with that trade, it was so lopsided with that trade it basically hurt the Nuggets. It hurt the Nuggets until they were able to go into the second round and go get a Nikola Jokic. They were able to get a Jamal Murray and build that team. So when it came down to it, over those dark years after Carmelo Anthony, the Kroenke family failed. They failed the fans of Denver. Now when it comes to the Rapids, I don't really follow soccer unless it's the World Cup and it's the USA.
Right. Listen to this and much more on This Podcast is Uncalled For. Available now wherever you podcast.